Hello students, myself Saroma Malik Das, Assistant Professor of Gargi Memorial Institute of Technology. Today I discuss about chi-square test for goodness of fit. In my previous class I discussed about the small sample test for ratio of variance or equality of ratio of the difference of mean or equality of mean, and today I discuss about the chi-square test for goodness of fit. Okay, so the random sample which are drawn from the population have different class of observation different classes of observation with different frequencies. Okay, now the test by which we decide whether the observation are good agreement with a hypothetical distribution of the population is called test of goodness of fit. Okay, for example, if we take 500 students from population of all college student of West Bengal, okay, and the number of frequency, if we see that there are four class, if there are four class which are Hindu, Muslim, Christian and Buddhist, okay, and the frequency of the class that means the number of Hindu, Muslim, Christian and Buddhist are say 200, 150, 100 and 50 respectively. Okay, then the ratio of this class should be 3:2:2:1. Okay, and we considered this hypothesis that the ratio of the student of this class is this. Okay, so if we want to test whether the frequencies of this class occurred in our goods in our sample agree good, then this hypothesis is a test of goodness of fit. Okay, so we have to test here. So to test whether the frequencies of the class occurred in our sample agreed good with the hypothesis with this hypothesis, then this is a test of goodness of fit. Okay, now to test the goodness of fit, we have to see here first the observed frequency and expected frequency. Okay, so what is observed frequency? The frequency of a class in a sample is called observed frequency of that class in a sample, and it is denoted by FO. Okay, so in our previous example, the observed frequency of Muslim, that means FO of Muslim is equals to 150. Okay, now what is expected frequency? Now under the hypothesis, which is on the population, which is to be tested by test of goodness of fit, that means by test of goodness of fit, that means the should be frequency of a class is called the expected frequency. And it is denoted by FE. So in our previous examples, FE of Muslim is equals to 2 by 8 into 500, that is 125. Okay, here the ratio of Muslim is 2 and total is 8. That means ratio is 2 by 8. Okay, and the total number of student is 500. So expected frequency of Muslim is 2 by 8 into 500, that is 125. Okay, now what is our theorem here? Let 80 be the null hypothesis. Okay, regarding the occurrence of different classes in the population. Here, suppose let there are k classes. Okay, and F0 and Fe be the observed and expected frequencies under 80. Okay, so then we have to find out the chi-square. Chi-square is equals to summation of F0 minus Fe whole square by Fe. This is the summation of taken of on all classes. This is the test statistics which has chi-square distribution with k minus 1 degrees of freedom. Okay, now the best critical region is when chi-square greater than chi-square alpha at alpha level of significance, where alpha is the area under chi-square curve of k minus 1 degree of freedom, which is bounded by chi-square is equals to chi-square alpha, and chi-square is equals to infinity. Okay, which is shown in the figure. Okay, say it is alpha. That means this is our region. This is a chi-square curve. Clear? So using this we have to find out the chi-square test and the test of goodness of fit. Okay, so for example, let in a sample of 500 students, drawn from the college student of West Bengal, it is observed that the students reading in first, second, third and fourth year are 200, 150, 100 and 50 respectively. Okay, and will it support the hypothesis that in West Bengal the number of students reading in first, second, third and fourth year are in proportion 3:2:2:1. Test at 5% level of significance and given chi-square is equals to 7.815 for 3 degree of freedom and is equals to 7.416 for 4th degree of freedom at 5% level of significance. Okay, so for these examples, the students are reading in first year, second year, third year and fourth year. These are the classes. Okay, so here K is equals to 4 class. Okay, and the null hypothesis is 80, where which is the number of student reading in first, second, third and fourth year this is the ratio. First is to, second is to, third is to fourth year, that is equals to 3:2:2:1. So this is our null hypothesis, and the alternative hypothesis is H1, where the number of students reading in first is to, second is to, third is to fourth year not equals to 3:2:2:1. Okay, so this is our alternative hypothesis. Now also let F0 be the observed frequency of a class in the sample, FO, and FE be the expected frequency. of a class in the sample. Okay, under 80. Now, so to find compute the F0 and Fe, we draw the table. Observed frequency, that is FO. Then expected frequency, that is Fe. Okay, sorry, first we write here the probability under 80, and here it is expected frequency, that is Fe. Okay, so first class is students of first year. Okay, then students of second year, students of third year, and students of fourth year. Clear? Observed frequencies are 200, this is 150, this is 100, and this is only 50. And the race probability is, this is 3 by 8, this is 2 by 8, this is also 2 by 8, and this is 1 by 8. Okay. So here it is the total. This is 500, this is 1. And now we have to find out the expected frequency. This means 3 by 8 into 500. That is equals to 187.5. This is 2 by 8 into 500. That is 125. And this is also 2 by 8 into 500, that is 125, and this is 1 by 8 into 500, that is 62.5. So total is 500 here. Clear? Here the total of expected frequency and total of observed frequency both are same. Okay. So the test statistic chi-square is equals to summation of FO minus FE whole square by FE. Okay, with 4 minus 1, that is 3 degree of freedom. Here. Now we find another table to find this chi-square. We have FO, different FO and FE. Okay, FOs are 200, 150, 100 and 50 for the 4 classes. Okay, so and FEs are, we find here 187.5, this is 125, this is 125, and this is 62.5. Okay, so both the total are same, so we write here this is 500. Next, FO minus FE, this whole square. Okay, what should be the value? This is 156.25. Clear? This is 625. This is also 625. This is 156.25. 25. Now we have to find out FO minus FE. FO minus FE, that is 125. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. 155. FO minus FE whole square by FE. This is 0.83, this is 5, this is 5, and this is 2.5. So total value is 13.33. Okay, so here we find the computed chi-square is equals to 13.33 with 3 degree of freedom. Okay, and we have probability of chi-square greater than 7.815. This is equals to 0.05. Okay, this is the given value here. That means at 5% level of significance, chi-square is equals to 7.815 with 3 degree of freedom. Okay, so the best CR is chi-square greater than 7.815, and our computed value 13.33 is greater than 7.815. So it's fall in the CR. That means it falls in CR. So 80 is rejected and H1 is accepted. Okay, so we conclude that in West Bengal the number of students reading in first, second, third and fourth year is not in the ratio 3:2:2:1. Okay, so this is our chi-square test for goodness of fit. Next day we discuss about more examples. Okay.